Hey guys, welcome back. Today's video is going to be all about the Danish secret to happy living, that is hygge. Hygge has become a bit of a trend these past few years, but it's definitely not a new concept. The word hygge actually dates back to the 1800s and it originates from a Norwegian and Danish word for well-being. The Danes love the word hygge, so much so that they even have a word to describe if something is hygge-like, hyggelig. They also love adding hygge to other words to describe things. For example, the word for nook is hyggekrog, which is a place where you can get cozy, wrap yourself up in a blanket and read a book. The reason I wanted to do this video for you guys is because I recently finished this book called The Little Book of Hygge, The Danish Way to Live Well by Viking. In this book, hygge is described as not relating to one particular thing, but instead it relates to an overall experience and feeling. It's all about bringing elements of coziness into your life, whether this is through creating a cozy space at home, enjoying certain types of foods, spending time with loved ones, or just as simple as taking a walk outside in nature. Hygge can mean something different for everyone, but it's essentially a way of life that helps to promote well-being and happiness. For today's video, I wanted to focus more on hygge in the home, and I'll be sharing 7 different ways in which I like to incorporate more hygge into my space. For me personally, hygge always starts with having a clean and tidy space. I'm sure many of you can relate, but trying to embrace this whole sense of coziness and relaxation in a space that's already full of clutter and mess can be really difficult. I started my journey into minimalism just over a year ago now, and although it's still very much a work in progress, I have found that it's really helped with my overall mood and just levels of stress when I'm at home. Also, I find that keeping a tidy space and just decluttering regularly gives me a perspective on what I already have and need, which then means I tend to spend less and am more conscious of what I bring into my home. I love having elements of nature scattered around my home, and usually my go-to with this is indoor plants. When it comes to plants, I just think there's something so beautiful and calming about having greenery around the house. Not only do they make for great decor pieces, but they're also great for our health as they purify the air, all whilst adding that extra element of coziness to our home. So according to the Little Book of Hygge, the lighting in our home is said to be the key to creating the ultimate hygge space. In Denmark, almost 85% of people will say that the best way to experience hygge lighting in the home is to light lots and lots of candles. Whilst I do love lighting the occasional candle, my preference in recent years has been to invest in a couple of Himalayan salt lamps. Himalayan salt lamps create a deep amber glow which often reminds me of a wood-burning fire. I find that they're a great way to create that soft and warm ambience without having to worry about any fire hazards or the hassles of airing out the room afterwards. Also, Himalayan salt lamps are crystals created by nature, so going back to point number 2, it's another great way of bringing an element of nature into your home. And if you guys have the real deal, a fireplace, then nothing speaks more hygge than this. Additionally, turning on other lamps and sources of warm lighting are all great ways to create that hygge vibe. Having pleasant smells around the house for me definitely increases the hygge factor. My personal favourite is the smell of freshly baked chocolate chip cookies, but unfortunately I can't do this every single day. So my go-to has been essential oils. Essential oils are wonderful. They offer so many natural therapeutic benefits, and I love adding a few drops into my diffuser every day so that the smell can just waft around the house. Also, essential oils can be used in so many different ways. Some can be applied to the skin, used in homemade cleaning products, or make great additions to a bath. They're always useful to have on hand. Incorporating different textiles around the home is said to be very hyggelig. Whether this is through wooden furniture, blankets, cushions, rugs, I just find that they all add to that hygge vibe. Also, to properly experience hygge at home, comfy clothing is said to be essential. And for me, this usually involves a pair of trackies, an oversized jumper, and a warm scarf. If you guys know me well, you know that I am pretty tea obsessed. And for me, there's nothing more cozy than a warm cup of tea or hot chocolate and some beautiful home-cooked food. I think there's something extremely hygge in the art of creating a nourishing home-cooked meal and enjoying a deliciously warm and comforting beverage. Finally, whilst hygge can be enjoyed alone, I find that it's even more special when shared with others. And at the end of the day, relationships and spending time with our loved ones is said to be at the very heart of all things hygge. And that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it useful in some way. Hygge means something different for everyone, so let me know in the comments down below what are some of your tips to creating a hygge home. Also, if you're interested in learning more about hygge, I'll leave the link to a couple of resources down below as well. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.